sitting here on my break and I'm thinking, as a former white separatist, a white supremacist, white racist, I've learned in life that blood doesn't make you family, nor does common interests. Let me explain. What doesn't make you a family and what does make family. First off, of course, blood, your racial family they used to talk about in the white power movement, the white nationalist, white separatist movement I was in, the Christian identity movement, which is racial Christianity. They used to talk about your folk, your people, your race. That's your family, your blood, your DNA, your genetics. Well, even among those folks, most of them, not all, but most of them don't really give a shit about their fellow white folks. I knew one who called himself a white Christian minister, and he would call all white women that weren't in the white nationalist movement, the white Christian movement, he just called them bimbos. Well, if they were members, he didn't. There were a lot of white racialist folks who hated their fellow white folks, including those in the white racialist movement. So blood doesn't do it, and ideology or beliefs or so-called common interests don't do it. We've all heard of, well, maybe you have, of clan groups that hate each other, skinhead groups that hate each other, white nationalist groups that hate each other, and people among them. It's the same in the church world, by the way. But anyhow, that doesn't make you family. Blood, like your own blood relations, that doesn't make you family. And marital relations doesn't make you family. By the way, even your spouse, that doesn't make you family. If you haven't married your best friend, your spouse has to be your best friend. As a man who's had broken relationships and broken marriages, I can tell you, you've got to be best friends, or you're not right for one another. That's just how it is. You're not family. Well, just because someone's a cousin or a parent or a brother or sister biologically does not make them your family. Marital relations, blood, does not make you family. What makes you family is people, oh, by the way, it's not just common interests either. I love piercings and tattoos. Just because other people are into body modification and body decoration and tattooing and piercing doesn't mean that we may have that common interest, but it doesn't mean that we're family or pals or friends. Same thing, I like heavy metal music, same thing. You may have a common interest with someone, maybe cars or something, or woodworking or whatever it is, fishing, baking, whatever it is. You may have that in common, doesn't with someone, and you can get friendly and get along with them, or they could be co-workers or whatever. You get along with them, or cohorts, or business partners or whatever. It doesn't mean that they're family. To me, I found that what makes family, and I have family of different races and different walks of life. It's people that want to be in my life, that care about me, and I care about them, and they appreciate that I care about them. I may not share the same interests with them. I've got family relations that are nerds. They love video games or D&D, and you can say, well, that's my age. Well, no. When I was a kid, D&D was coming out being big. That's when it was being big. When I was a kid, Atari and video games and all that kind of stuff was coming out. I didn't have much interest in those things. It just wasn't my thing, right? But I care about my family members, and I want to know, are they having a good time with their D&D or their D&D hobbies or their video gaming or whatever it is they're interested in, working on cars or whatever. I'm not a mechanical person. I operate heavy equipment, been a truck driver, but I've never really cared about working on cars. I like to drive cars, that's it. But I want to know that someone that I care about is enjoying their life. So I may not watch videos of theirs about doing D&D or working on cars or something because of the topic, but I might watch the videos just because I care about them. To me, family is the people that care to be in your life, and it doesn't matter their race or their blood relations or not. It doesn't matter whether they're married, you're related to them through marriage or not. Family, they talk about vibe tribe. That's who family is. Family is people that want to be in your life, that make an effort to be in your life, and they care about you. Maybe they're not interested in everything about you. Maybe you're a little weird to them, but they still love you, and they love you the way you are. They're not embarrassed by you or anything like that. They're proud to call you their family, even if you're not blood family or marital relations by, marriage type family. Family is friends. That's why your spouse needs to be your friend. Family is people who choose to be in your life. That's who family is. It's not people that have the same common interests. It's because they actually care about you, despite your race, or if you're kind of wacky and weird or strange, like I might be, or nerdy, or whatever. And they care about you even if they're not interested in your hobbies or the things that you do. They care about you. That's who family is. Have a great day.